for the new moon in Pisces, right? Aries, for you at this time, what I was getting for you before I started this video, I feel like right now it's your season. It's not even your birthday season, but I feel like it's your season. I feel like things are really clicking up for you. I think I feel like things are really like they're really coming together. I feel like you're really pulling your manifestations down into the actual physical reality here. First out. First out, Aries. This is the energy that you're working in at this time. It's compassion, right? I feel like you are creating bonds with people out here I feel like you're finding like the sweetness, the kindness, the joy, like the softness here, right? I feel like this season is really like softening you. I feel like you're really working in dream space here as well, right? I feel like you're able to actually like go out and experience things that you never would have thought you could have here, especially it's like, is this little girl touch it? Like, who gets to touch, like, who touches monkeys every day? Like, I feel like you're really like out here enjoying things, right? I feel like you have a lot of love energy that you're working through at this time, right? I feel like it's really helping you at this time as well, right? I'm gonna put this card right up here. Aries, this is your season. I feel like you've been softened. I feel like you're very romantic. You're very sweet natured here, right? And I feel like that's almost helping you once again pull your manifestations down. It's this love energy that you're working in. It's this softness, and I feel like you're not only having compassion with other people, but I feel like you're having compassion with yourself here, right? I feel like it's like the space where you're really allowing yourself to be soft, this space where you're really just allowing things to come to you naturally here, right? Aries, I feel like you are really excited at this time. It's just like a sweet, lovey, kind energy here, right? And I feel like it's almost like other people are working with you a lot better than I think that they ever have before. It's like you're finally finding your team. Like everybody's finally understanding like their roles, how they're supposed to be participating out here. And I feel like you're really happy about it. First out, we have Knight of Cups. That's what I'm saying. Aries, you're in such a romantic, sweet, lovey energy. I feel like that's your focus at this time, right? I feel like how you're showing up to the world, it's just so soft. Like I feel like people are almost like thinking like you're like an earth sign or a water sign out here. Like you're just so soft. You're so you're sensical. Like things are just making sense for you here, right? I feel like there could be somebody who's like almost caught your eye here at this time. You could have cotton. You could have caught somebody else's eye here, right? And I feel like and then we have the lovers. And then we have the lovers. I feel like you two are almost like, sorry, I got something in my eye. So I really caught something in my eye. I feel like you two are like admiring each other here, right? I feel like you're really like wrapping it. I feel like there's a lot of love, a lot of cuddles here as well, especially with this Knight of Cups and this Lovers card. There's a lot of cuddles. I feel like you guys are almost like entangling each other. And then we have Five of Pentacles here, right? I feel like at this time, there could have been a space here where you two had to have like walked away from each other just for a moment, right? And I feel like you could be feeling heartbroken about it, right? I feel like you could be getting like over, like there could have been like a little argument or a little tiff here, right? And I feel like one of you is feeling like really hurt about the situation. I feel like it's almost like over dramatized here, right? Somebody feels like almost like locked out here as well, right? Aries, don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overworked in the situation here, right? Don't try to go to war over something that's just so small, right? It's just a five, right? It's just a Five of Pentacles here, right? Don't ruin your makeup over situations that are short term here, right? Just because there's been an argument, just because there's been like some upset feelings here as well, some situations here that you've had to walk away, doesn't mean it's the end all be all here as well, right? You haven't seen the end of the story yet as well. And then we have Five of Swords, and then we have Five of Swords. Once again, two fives here. I feel like there could have been I feel like the reason why this has been so over dramatized, right? I feel like you guys, like the communication wasn't clicking up. I feel like you were trying to explain one thing and the other person was trying to explain the other thing. I feel like there was a lot of confusion. Look at this card. And I feel like it was over words. Like I feel like you guys just weren't having that like that mediation time, like to properly understand each other here. I feel like somebody could have gotten like worked up in their feelings and emotions here at this time as well, right? And then we have the Tower. And then we have the Tower. And I feel like you let something so small, right? Like look how tiny this cut is on her hand. You let something so small get out of proportion here, right? And I feel like it caused a lot of craziness, unnecessary craziness. You allowed these chaos fairies to come in and tear down what it is you've been building, right? And That's the thing. These are chaos fairies. They're temporary. It's just an energy. It's just numbers. 5-5. That's just numbers, right? It's just a short-term energy. You're not going to stay in the 5-5 energy forever, right? And so don't end something. Don't allow something to tear you down, tear what it is that you built here down, over something that's just so small and so insignificant here as well, right? These things are just temporary. So don't allow like the whole building to burn down over something like as small as like words. And I just feel like your words and emotions weren't really, like the thoughts and emotions about situations just weren't adding up. And I don't think that there was understanding between you two at the time. And I feel like that's honestly why you're having to work in this compassion energy, right? Like I feel like you're having to almost like view how the other person would be viewing the situation here, right? Like not like, I feel like it, once again, not, you're having compassion with yourself, but you're also having compassion with each other, right? Don't allow see how it's like all the wood here that's been laid down here, right? I feel like that's almost like the tower moment, right? And I feel like the more that you're having compassion with each other, with yourself and this other person here, right? It's almost like allowing these things to be rebuilt for you as well. Stay compassionate, right? Stay soft. Don't be so hard. Don't try to go to war. Don't pull out the Scorpio energy. Don't pull out your Mars. You know, keep your Mars in your pocket here, right? Don't treat people like that. You know, like because there's going to be a situation here where you're going to have understanding. You're going to have softness, and you two are almost. It's going to make sense what had to happen here, right? So don't go for the jugular. Don't try to, go for the Achilles here, right? Treat people how you want to be treated, right, Aries? And then we have the world. And then we have the world. Now, I'm seeing this two ways. This frustration, okay, and this could have been, okay, this could have been with a Gemini here as well. This could have been with a Scorpio, Capricorn, or Aquarius, right? There could have been a Gemini that had a love offer for you here as well. And I feel like you could have felt like left out. I feel like there was a lot of confusion. I feel like that could have caused an ending between you two here as well, right? Or I'm feeling like how somebody could have like walked out because there was like a frustration here, right? Somebody could like, there could have been like a lot of things broken, a lot of things on fire here as well, right? Any frustration or chaos that could be coming to an end, right? Or if you were dealing with a Gemini, I feel like that's coming to an end, right? Depending on what situation is for you here as well, right? I feel like you're almost like looking back at the situation here, right? How this card is sitting on my table. She's looking at the cards that have been previously laid, right? I feel like you're almost like looking back at the situation. It's like hindsight's 2020. Like looking at it now, you probably wouldn't have reacted how you did. You probably wouldn't have said those things. You probably wouldn't, I feel like you're almost like seeing the situation like full circle. You're seeing everything for what it was, right? And I feel like that's almost giving you an upgrade here. It's like, hey, I would honestly never. And then we have High Priestess that was sticking out in the opposite direction. I feel like you already know what the situation is, right? I feel like you're having a lot more understanding and overstanding of the situation here as well, right? And I feel like that's helping you almost like take what you've learned and apply it to more situations that you're going through here, right? What is this Knight of Cups? We have Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, and the Temperance. I feel like there could have been a love interest that was trying to come in here, right? But I feel like you're very single at this time, right? I feel like you're very single, especially with this Nine of Pentacles here, right? And I feel like you're being very careful as to how it is you're moving, involving a relationship. Like before you just jump off into a relationship at this time, right? I feel like, ask what? I feel like at this time, like you're being very careful as to how it is you're moving forward. Like I don't feel like you're wanting to jump into any situation here where you're just not certain here as well, right? You're wanting to be sure of a love offer. You're wanting to be sure like, hey, this is going to turn into something bigger than just like a romantic fling, right? You don't want the Knight of Cups. Like you're wanting like the Hierophant card, right? And Aries, I feel like this person wasn't understanding that here as well. I feel like they were wanting to just jump right in, and I feel like you are like taking guided steps. You're not trying to get yourself completely wrapped up in situations here, right, that might not be long lasting as well, right? And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles, and the more that you're doing that, the better it's going to be, right? You're protecting your energy, you're protecting your assets, you're protecting your body here as well, right? Your money situations, right? You're working on building something that's long lasting. You want a family, right? Like you want something that like a marriage, right? And that's why you're taking your time instead of just jumping into something that could be short term, that could ruin what you are building here as well, right? Like if you already are in a relationship as well, right? I feel like you're so mindful as to what's the point in even like flirting with other people here, right? Like that could ruin what you have built here, right? Like don't even go out and like flirt with other people, because what it is you're building at this time, right, is something so much bigger than just like a flirtation that could hurt your partner's feelings, or ruin something that's been like so beautifully built here as well, right? What is this Lover's card? Aries, I feel like you're so mindful at this time. Like you know that every move that you make is affecting your future, is affecting who it is you're going to be later, right? And I feel like that's beneficial for you. I feel like your main focus is long lasting here, like something that's time built. With this Lover's card, we have the 9 of Wands and the Queen of Swords, right? I feel like you're very heavily protecting yourself. Very, very heavily protecting yourself, protecting a relationship here as well, right? And I feel like you're almost using your intellect and words to do it. I don't feel like you're getting too wrapped up in, once again, emotions. Like just because like you feel a little tickle, when you're talking to like certain people here as well, right? That there's something out here that you're protecting, right? And you're not like, I feel like you're doing this because like you know what it's like to be hurt, you know what it's like to be broken down here as well, right? And you're not allowing that to happen. Yeah, I feel like I feel like you're really transforming the situation here as well, right? And I feel like you're doing this with how you're speaking to people as well, right? And then we have the Hermit. I feel like you're really you could be guarding yourself from a Queen of Swords at this time. I feel like there could have been a situation here where your feelings really got hurt, right? And I feel like it's time to rest, retreat, find where it is you're trying to go here as well, right? You're really protecting yourself. I feel like there could have been a situation where you were really kind of feeling like beat up, like broke down here as well, right? And it's time for you to go within yourself here as well, right? With this 5 of Pentacles that we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune as well. After there's been a situation here where you could have felt like you had to walk away from certain people, certain energies here as well, right? I feel like you're very heavily pushing yourself into your work situation, into your money situation here as well, right? And I feel like that's going to be to your benefit. You're transmuting the energy, very Capricornian. I feel like you're using all of this sad energy, this hurt energy that you went through, right? And I feel like it's really pushing you into a workspace, something that you can concentrate on, something that you have guaranteed results in, right? And I feel like that's helping you pour in so much more money, so much, like the effort that you're putting towards something that's more positive than continuously focusing on negative things. That's going to be to your benefit, right? You're going to be the one that's laughing in the end all the way to the bank. Like, keep in mind, like, just because you're going through like sad, upset situations doesn't mean it's the end all be all, right? And I feel like you know that, and I feel like this is something that you manifested, right? I feel you're taking the time out and filling your cup up, right? Whether that be with money, with happiness, with joy, whatever it is, it's going to be to your benefit here. Instead of focusing in on this energy, right? You feel depleted in this energy. In this energy, you're fulfilling yourself, right? And that's putting you on top of the Wheel of Fortune, right? I feel like this energy had you feeling like you were at the bottom, right? And it's like, okay, well, it's time to work and put that energy in so I can build myself back up to the top of the Wheel of Fortune. And that's what's helping you. That's what's helping you, right? This has been in the stars. Whatever you had to leave behind, whatever left you behind here, I feel like, once again, this was in the stars. It was time for you to leave it behind so you could focus your energy on something that's so much greater than something so silly as, arguments, fights, and hurt feelings here as well, right? What is this 5 of Swords? We have the Queen of Cups. At this time, and the Magician. Ooh, at this time. I feel like you're really working with your intuition here, right? And I feel like that's really clearing up any misconstrued words, ideas here as well, right? I feel like you're going more within yourself as to how it is you can really transmute this energy here, right? And then we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you could be manifesting a reunion here with this Queen of Cups. That could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here, right? I feel like the reason why there could have been a separation here at this time, right? I feel like you really could have misunderstood each other, right? And so I feel like that's really being cleared up. I feel like this person being pulled back into you at this time, right? So you can really have like clear up some karma here as well, right? Some true understanding here as well, right? With this Tower, we have the Page of Cups, right? I feel like you, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like there could be a Scorpio that's coming in at this time and offering you some love here, right? I feel like they could be trying to offer you a brand new beginning here as well, right? And I feel like that's almost helping. And then we have the Ten of Wands. And this is all under the Tower. I don't feel like this is a situation that you're really wanting to take here, right? I feel like it could feel very heavy, especially if this is a Scorpio at this time, right? I feel like their energy, the love energy that they're pouring onto you with you here, right? I feel like it's very heavy, especially if it's a Scorpio. And I don't think this is something that you're really wanting to take here as well, right? Yeah. I feel like Aries, I feel like you have a lot of different energies at this time that are pulling in to try to give you love offers, especially with this Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups here, right? I feel like it's a lot of people that, you know, even if they're just doing like little things here, right? I feel like they're really trying to get in your good graces here, right? Like I feel like they're trying to court you, they're trying to date you here, right? And Aries, with this energy, I feel like you're trying everything in your power to like deflect what it is that they're trying to give you, right? Aries, I don't feel like these are situations that you're really wanting to go towards, right? I feel like you know if you do, there's almost like this impending doom, like things really aren't going to work out. It's not getting you any closer to this Ten of Pentacles here, right? And so I feel like there's almost a space here where you could be a little bit nasty to people in order to kind of like push them away. I feel like you were too nice. I feel like you were really just out here shining your light, just being you, being wonderful, being beautiful. And I feel like that could have attracted like a lot of people, a lot of different energies here, right? And it's time for you to realize you don't have to be so nice to everybody, right? Like not everybody deserves your wonderfulness here, right? And I feel like that could almost like confuse some people sometimes, right? And I feel like Aries, you have a ton of people that are just wanting to be with you, right? And I don't think that they're doing anything like over the top, extraordinary, to be with you here, right? But I feel like what they are doing is really sweet, but you're just not interested. And I feel like you know that, hey, even if you were to go towards these directions, you're feeling like the heaviness and the dread, and you know these things just won't work out for you here, right? So I feel like you're really trying to like cut things off before they turn into a Tower moment here, right? What is this World card? We have the King of Wands, yes, and the Knight of Pentacles. At this time, I feel like there could be a King of Wands that you've had a lot of, like, that's kind of been there consistently for you, right? I feel like there's been an ending at this time, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles. This could be anybody with heavy fire energy, heavy earth energy here as well, right? I feel like this is somebody that almost helps you with your money, that helps bring in passion for you, some understanding here as well, right? I feel like you know that this is an energy that's almost like closing out for you. It's just not the time or the place here any longer. And I feel like you're really having some understanding about that, right? Yeah, I feel like you're really having some understanding about this. Once again, and then we at the bottom of this deck we have forgiveness, but you see how she's like kind of setting this bird free here, right? Once again, I feel like you've had so many different people, so many different energies that have been interested in you, right? And I feel like you're trying to release these energies from you, really help them move on to places, people, situations that are going to be better for them. I feel like you have, once again, I feel like there are so many people that want to be with you because you're so wonderful here, but I feel like, hey, like I'm not going to be the right person and situation for these people. I feel like you still care about them, you still, admire them, love them, anything like that, but you know that that's not a position that you're really even wanting to feel. So I feel like you're getting really serious and helping these people find, like, almost find their situations here, right? Find like what it is they're truly wanting to do for themselves, right? Don't keep people in their energy like trapped within you, like just because you enjoy, like Aries, it's time to release a lot of extracurricular people and energies that really just aren't going to serve you in the long run here, right? Let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Organize for success. Organize for success. And it says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Yes. Aries, you're really clearing things out. You're really helping people, everything, have understandings here, right? This is your plan. This is what you're organizing for success for, right? And I feel like it's time for you to start taking the necessary actions so you could have your happily ever after, so you can have this beautiful abundance, this beautiful success for yourself here as well, right? All right, Aries, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you're really just out here shining your light, just being beautiful and wonderful and enjoying yourself here, right? Don't let the sad energies bring you down. They're only temporary, right? Focusing on what you do want. I just saw 2112. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.